hello and welcome back to the channel. Me is Vormithrax. Game is Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Most of you know that. It is time to continue the adventure. Alright. We'll just hang out for a couple minutes. Let a few people join in. Then we'll get started. I gotta remember what we were doing. I think we were going to go, arsoning. If I remember right. I think arsoning was the plan. Just gotta pick some buildings. Push forward a bit, pick a couple of buildings over here, and light some fires. Help us clear out some of the riffraff from the neighborhood so I don't have to melee all of them, much as I need the melee XP, but we're really not gaining much because we can't keep our focus up at all. We still have the sadness. So much the sadness. Now we're just unhappy instead of sad. You are not content with your life. Amen. Who is in this cataclysm? Okay. What time is it? 10 o'clock in the morning, day 63. We're also trying to shake off our addiction. Probably a few more days for that at least. We're only a couple of days in. I'd imagine it's going to take 5 to 7 days probably before we hopefully can kick that completely. What am I carrying right now? I am rolling light with my leather backpack. Just some basic gear and our leather backpack. 12 torso encumbrance. A little bit extra on the left leg because of our sheath. I'm not really sure I need that sheath and knife. For what we're doing currently, at least. We'll keep it. Why not? I think we'll be okay. Alright. So, let's see. Stats are good. Hit points are good. I guess maybe we start... I could go exploring a bit more during the daylight hours. We've pretty much covered everything we can get to out this way. We eventually did hit a limit on where we can go. So we got a big forest blocking us, then a city blocking us, then more forest blocking us, then another city blocking us. So barring us being able to somehow push through this farm area up here, and we already have access up that direction over here, I don't see... Well, again, this is possible up here, but we're not seeing a road network until we're all the way up there. So maybe it would be able to push through up there, but the only other route I can do to kind of explore right now is head back up north. This is the research facility. We do not want to go near that. We are in no way able to go into that place. That place is real scary. That's one of the most dangerous places in the game, is research facilities nowadays. I'm assuming they haven't changed it much since I last played. So not much chance of anything useful being here. Even if we could get to that road, it just leads down to the city here. So that really just leaves this section right here, whether we can make it up to that road network. So we might go check that out. Won't take us long to drive up there. So that would be possibility 1. Possibility 2 is we just kind of keep eking a little bit of movement through the city here and clearing zombies and houses and such. So we might try to do the set things on fire during the daytime. I'm going to creep forward a little bit, I think, and check out if we can get to a forward position here. Ideally, I'd like to loot out these 2 blocks of houses, because if I set fire to any one of these, it's possible the fire is going to spread and take out all of these. Same thing up here, of course. Kind of depends on adjacency and just the weirdness of fire, and if I can stay close enough to keep it burning. So it's nice if I could get through and kind of loot them all before we torch them. I don't know. I haven't. I know I've explored these at least. I don't remember if I got to those 2 before we started messing with the survivor camp right there. And I believe I've gotten to these. I'll have to go through and check them and mark them again. So, Let's go outside. Oh yeah. Let me know in chat if it seems like any of the screens aren't coming up. I have a temporary fix I'm not totally happy with. In the way I record, that should show them instantly. So the nearby item screen seems to be popping up in the vehicle screen. But if anything doesn't seem to show up when I'm reacting to it, let me know. I'll double check between my streaming software's view, which is a small window I can see whether or not it's working. All right, out the front door. I don't think there's much out here currently. We've done a pretty good job of clearing the local area. So I know this thing we have searched and we've marked off. I have not been to those. I have been to that one. All right, so that one is explored. And then the two below it are explored. And then across the street, all three... Well, I didn't actually go fully into that one, apparently. All right, so... even though I can see most of that one, I don't think I did a close look through it, so we're going to leave that alone too. All right. There have been some zombies in this area up here. Tough zombie, brainless zombie out at the edges. Oh, we're looking out on the street here. All right, that zombie can see me. Those two are pretty far away. I'll let that guy follow me down into here. We haven't fully explored this. I think that one door's closed, which is why I can't see it. Let's keep grabbing long strings just by habit. For Odin. Oh, zombie runner. I saw a zombie runner for a moment. Oh, right on top of me almost. It says he's not hostile to me currently. Huh. He must have lost track of me and then is regaining it. I don't have a vehicle close to fight him here. I could go in and out of the window ledges, though. So we'll do that. We'll wait for him here. Actually, we'll fight him right here when he comes across the table. Damn it. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have taken that second shot. And he's going to go diagonal. Okay, drop the boinky for a moment, and we're going to put pressure on the bleeding wound. So the little symbol here means we're currently bleeding, and the red indicator here. So he clawed me in the torso, caused a light bleed. If you empty your hands and you just pass time, it puts pressure on the bleeding wound to choke it off, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not too worried about blood loss at that level, so I'll just sit here and put pressure on it, and the bleeding has stopped. And now we'll go ahead and grab our bat again. Did you kill all the zombies in here already, or empty part of the town? Just through fighting. This is our base, our housing base. And I've pretty much cleared this area. There's no zombies in this area. When we sleep again, we'll probably get a few moving in. So I'm trying to clear outward. I want to set one of these buildings or more, a couple of these buildings on fire so I can pull the zombies from the forward area into the fire to eliminate them. They're not dropping anything anymore that I really care about item-wise, so they're just a hassle mostly. So we're going to use some fire to empty out the local neighborhood and keep our little home base as clear as possible. All right, let's look around a little more. Anything else I need? We'll grab more candles. I've got the basic tools. Oh yeah, nuts and bolts. Let's grab some nuts and bolts. Oh, I saw bacon. I saw bacon! Hey, zombie. Two of them were rotten. More antiseptic, more vitamins. I better pick up some cough medicine just in case. Good to have it and not use it. Ooh, leather duster. Poor fitting though. Airsoft vest. Okay, I think I've already peeked down here. Flip on our flashlight. Let's go ahead and go down and beat up on some roaches. I see a hacksaw. Please be a hacksaw. That's a bow. What the hell was it? Ah, it's the bow saw. Damn it. Once again. Fooled into mistakenly thinking I got a hacksaw by that stupid bow saw. Ah, he nibbled me. You're not a hacksaw. Dang it. Ah, the complete guide to gunsmithing. That sounds fun. Well, what do we got? A Glock 17, a Ruger 1022, some magazines, and some ammo. 193 rounds of 9x19 jacketed hollow point. Didn't we just pick up a 9mm pistol? And of course, there's a Glock 17 here. Nice that the ammo found now matches the weapons found. Oh my god, was that annoying. That was so annoying in the past. Somebody finally went through and made the ammo match the damn weapons in the area. Thank you, miscellaneous unknown benefactor. What sound pack is this? Well, it's kind of a Frankensteinian conglomeration of a very old version of AT's sound pack with melded into it manually music from Co.Ag Music. And I've been using it for like 6 years. I've been using it for a really long time. So I don't even know if the original links I have in my YouTube videos work anymore. I think they've broken 3 times since I first started using this. So hopefully I don't ever actually lose my hard drive and the files, because, you know, I'll be sad. I doubt I could get it put back together again. Alright, but yeah, look at this. We got weapons with appropriate magazines and appropriate ammo. Holy crap. Which part of the sound were you interested in? The music or the background kind of atmospheric stuff, or the the guns and the melee and the doors and all that stuff. But I'm sure they could both be done. I mean, merging the music pack into the sound pack isn't difficult. I think ATS is still around. Let's see. What do I want to take? A 5.56 AR pistol. Yeah, this is the AT pack for the sound effects and everything. ATS. It's just ATS. And then Co.Ag Music is completely free to download and use. I just don't know if there's still a download link for the melded together music tracks. There used to be a link for it, but I don't know if it's still available. Check one of my YouTube videos for the game and click on the link that I have. And, you know. Okay. Let's go ahead and haul this stuff out of here. That we'll have to check back in on. It's a pretty nice basement. I just don't like one-way in, one-way out locations. But otherwise, you know, it would take a lot of effort and a lot of zombies to break through the walls in this gun room especially. These metal walls. Zombies at this period of time, without the upgraded versions like Hulks and stuff, they'd have a really hard time getting into this panic/gun room. Plus, you got workbenches, you got a stove, a couch to sleep on, a desk to craft on. Well, you got the workbenches to craft on, but yeah, very nice little basement for use. We got how much water? 32 liter or 32 sips of clean water. Just don't like only having one way in and out. I don't like it. Yeah, nice thing is you can source your own music. Me, I need some kind of background filler just for when I'm being quiet for extended lengths of time, especially for folks watching on YouTube and such. Alright. Let's just haul the stuff we've got back to the base. We'll see about coming back for those 2 weapons. Oops, turn the flashlight off. See if we can max out how many things we can put in a single floor space. What the heck? Come on. Really, game? Really? We're doing this now? Are you putting it in like separate pockets for some reason? You can't be doing that. No, I guess you are. You're putting some in the police duty vest. Why are you doing that? My backpack max out? Oh, the back. That's right. I haven't set a priority on the leather backpack. I gotta do that. I forgot about that. I think I was carrying the Ruger Mark III. Yeah, Ruger Mark III in the holster. We'll drop that. We'll keep the Glock, and we'll keep some rounds of ammo for it. Alright, ditch the rest of that. Alright, Glock's in the holster. Now, both of the magazines are ready to go. I need to empty my various... I need to set a priority on this thing. Pocket setting. Priority 3. And then unload cargo pants, unload. There's 2 tools, 3 items. Yeah, unload that anyway. Still got my baton and a candle and my flashlight. We're going to run if we get into a fight because I don't have a weapon with me except for my knife. Want to grab those items out of the basement. Uh-oh, zombie dog. That's what I was afraid of. They're both too long. How big is this AR pistol? 25 inches. Wow. All right. That's a lot longer than I thought it was. Drag it with me. Not sure I want the 22, but it's been so long since I played, I'm not sure what I need to accumulate yet. I'll start paring down my list of things I want as I get back into the game. For now, take it all. Workbench, workbench. I'll make a note that the workbenches are here. I might come back. You grab a workbench. Depending on the vehicle we're using, if we switch. I doubt I'll have the ability to install one for quite a while. Okay, we're back in ready to go shape. I can't get out of my problem with 3 magazines. Having some loose rounds isn't really going to help me. Okay, let's continue our trek this way. Bit of a crowd. There's a vehicle near to fight in, but I'd probably get even more attention from a little further west or from these things up here if I try to maneuver over to that. I'd really rather not drag them all the way back to the solar vehicle. You could build a second stairway? Oh, sure. Sure I could. You mean at some eventual time in the distant future, I would have the ability to build a stairway, right? And then I would have all sorts of problems getting it actually put in properly and having it work properly. And I've had such adventures with stairs and collapsed stairs and rebuilt stairs. And I don't know if they ever did work all of the weirdnesses out of stairs. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the please support the channel button. There you go. Please support the channel button's up. Last chance for October. Last Cataclysm stream for October, which is where most of the channel support comes from anyway. All right. What do we do here? Pull and fight, pull and fight. Where am I building my farm? In the tiny village of Neverland. Yeah, let's keep going forward. First zombie on the way. I haven't seen any more. One more tough zombie added in down here. Yeah, I would love to fight from this area, but I don't want to fight 4 at once, which means I do have to pull them back a ways, so I'm going to have to use the buildings. Alright, come to me, zombie. Fight me over here. Yeah, it'll be surprising if I pull anything off of zombies that I care about anymore at this point. 2 zombies. Should be able to kill the light one before the other guy gets here. Whoops. Where the hell did you teleport in from? What? Now I've got 4 over there still in that narrow cone. Yeah, I don't know where this other guy just came from. I mean, I just stepped in from the outside. I only saw those guys approaching from the west. Where the hell did this other guy come from? He keeps stepping in and out of view. Gotta love Windows. What the? God dang it. Where are these guys coming from? You're being all mysterious and stuff. Oh my god, they lose track of you so easy now. It's kind of annoying. Ah, where'd you go, corpses? Bowing techniques, that's a really good one there. Okay, 1 close, 5 a little further away. Still, the arrangement is a little ugly for trying to fight at the vehicle. I could trap a number of them up against the edges of the vehicle here and then kind of just pick and pull here and there. But I think I'd still get a few leakers from other directions that might cause me problems. Stay out in the middle of the street this time so I can see stuff approaching and I don't get 3 of them on me like last time. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Do I commit to... They're all slow movers so far. I'm going to commit to the fight at the vehicle. There's another one to the north. So we're at... Ooh, crap. That's the ones I don't want to see. Those guys right over there. I don't want them. And we're about at the point where I want to start setting fires. If I could set this and this on fire, and then just kind of stay back out of sight in one of these buildings, or up on the roof of one of these buildings, while these burn and attract zombies to the area, that'd be awesome. But I still need to do a little bit of looting, preferably. So I'll probably finish killing these guys. Unfortunately, I got like 6 coming at me currently. None of them are wounded. Not much, anyway. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to go too well. Ah, the big guy, of course. Whoops. Whoops! Okay. Yeah, that changes things. I thought 5 or 6 was going to be bad. Now we're up to like 11. Not worried yet. Really like to finish this guy. Damn it. Let's see. Hey, you. I can kill that zombie at probably 1 swing. Then the geometry is going to get a little ugly with me having guys closing in around me. I really don't want to move over here because I'm fearful of how far away these guys can see. So right now, they're at 55. If I go over 7 or 8, I think that puts me real close to in range of them being able to see me. I really don't want to move to the front of the vehicle, which sucks. I need to be able to maneuver around to keep repositioning. So I think I'm going to have to back off to one of the buildings. Missed. We better back off. My stamina's down a bar. I gotta be really careful. It would pretty much burn the rest of my stamina just trying to beat all these things to death. Just a few too many to try to deal with. So let's maneuver south. That's going to be more likely to be clear. I think I've got enemies up this way I haven't seen yet. This area is a little more clear, I think, so I'm going to try to go across and back down. We'll probably just end up fighting at the same building over here. As a fallback, I'll go to one of these other vehicles to fight if I need to. But at this stage, with my stamina where it's at, and our speed at 98 still, we're still faster than all of these guys, so I don't really have anything to worry about from that regard. So we'll string them out. Kill them a few at a time. Then come back and pulp. I don't like this building because there's not really any window ledges. it's you break the windows and there's no ledge. There's furniture, but I love the window ledges. Got to have the 450 cost to really take advantage. How much is the shrubbery? They have a tendency to break the shrubbery. 400, 300, 400. Yeah, let's do a few swings here at the shrubbery. And raspberry bushes, too. And right here. Billy Zombie moved back onto the hard terrain again. Let's not take another shot. I want to really not get grabbed or scratched if I can avoid it. Ouch. Come to me. Oh, zombie dog. Zombie dog. That's a different story. Him I gotta be a little careful of. Crap. Come on, zombie dog. Get ahead of him. Damn it. Get in there, zombie dog. Come on, one more hit. Down a bar and a half. They're spread out a fair bit. One love tap for you. And let's reposition. Still got a lot. Yeah, I'm starting to get worried about stamina. That's a lot of swinging to drop all of these guys. The swimmer zombie is my new main worry. He's probably the nastiest of the bunch, other than these two hit point sponges. We're getting to the point now, though, where stamina is a problem. So I think I might dump the backpack and scurry up on top of one of these buildings. Let's use the door here. I could probably just go take a break somewhere and then come back and finish them. They're going to lose track of me pretty quickly. Let's go into the next building to the north. Close the door here as well. Then I'm just going to recover stamina until they come break things down. Alright, we're good. It's going to take me a while to adapt to that no scent thing. It just makes it so much easier on the player. No. I want them to come to me through this broken window. This unbroken window. Zombie chillins. Alright, come here, you. The 2 hit point sponges are left. Alright, there you go. That's how you do it. I think I got all the corpses. I'm not 100% sure. There were a lot of them. Mill rucksack. Retrace my path. Okay, back to the vehicle. A few more kind of in the house to the north and in the alleyway, it looked like. Probably work their way around to me. Whoa, here comes the crowd again. Those guys don't want to move over there. 4 more plus a crawler in the building. Wounded? Mix. Desert camo tech pants. Couldn't see the symbol for dead zombies right there. Oh yeah, that NPC. Alright, we gotta go down and check out that NPC as well. Yeah, current plan is Monday to Friday. It will depend. I mean, if you guys show enthusiasm, then I can add more time for Cataclysm. I just figured I'd go back to my previous schedule because that's what most people remember, if they remember anything. But I might slot in one more night. I mean, it just depends on you guys, how much you want to see. Where I run into a problem is converting the live stream stuff over to YouTube. I don't like to put more than an hour a day on YouTube. So if I stream on Twitch 7 days a week, I end up with 1,000 hours of Cataclysm to put on YouTube, and I stagger it forward 1 hour per day, and I end up with these huge buffers of episodes sitting around waiting to be released. That's how I got into some confusion in the past, where I had like months and months and months of unreleased Cataclysm stuff on YouTube. But I don't like to saturation bomb YouTube with Cataclysm stuff, or with any game really. So, and it does the channel absolutely no good to put big long full live streams on YouTube. It just trashes the channel metrics to have a 4-hour video that has an average view time of like 8 minutes. The metrics just go into the toilet when I do that kind of thing. Which is why I stopped multi-streaming, because it was just pretty much destroying the YouTube metrics. All right. I might have killed somebody in the bushes. We'll find out when they get back up again. And as noted, yes, the scent system is not completely removed. It's just the standard zombies no longer have scent. Animals, and I think maybe some of the specialized zombies might. But yeah, I'm still trying to adapt to that. I've got so many thousands of hours with them being able to scent track me that it still freaks me out when I just step around a corner. They can't see me anymore, and they can't follow the scent trail, so they just lose interest almost instantly. It was hilarious when we were in that building in my first test game in the pump station or whatever, and There's a tech zombie like 3 spaces away. I would just step back into a shadow and he'd instantly lose track of me and just stand there. It really wigged me out. All right. Thank you very much, Fertile Creek, for the gift sub. Aren't you afraid of zombie bites that will make you sick when meleeing? No, I am not. I have not gotten an infection from a zombie bite in literally thousands of hours of super stupid hard mode Cataclysm. Only time I get an infection is when I start the game with one as a difficulty option. And the reason for that is I understand the system and how things work. You can only get a bite wound while being grabbed, so don't get grabbed. That's the big thing. And if you do get grabbed, immediately break the grab. Bites can only occur while you have a grab status on you. So as long as you don't ever get grabbed, you have 0 chance of ever getting a bite wound, except weird cases like dogs. There are some exceptions you got to be careful of. But the bite wounds, the deep bite wounds that cause the later infection are instantly erased by antiseptic. And there's so much antiseptic in the world now, if you're not playing on stupid miserly item settings. It used to be way harder to deal with bite wounds, but they were handled differently and it happened more often and so on back in the olden days. So things have changed quite a bit. But generally, fighting normal zombies, they only happen with grabs. And even if you do get a bite, you just pour some antiseptic on it and it goes away immediately. So it's really hard to get an infection from fighting melee combat against zombies as long as you're doing it in any way, shape, or form, a wise method. So keep the fights to one-on-one every time possible. Choose your fighting position as you see me doing. I'm constantly maneuvering and adjusting and backing off, using the terrain to my advantage, whether it's the vehicles or the window edges where there's high movement cost for the zombies to move into them. Know the speeds of the zombies. So, I mean, I knew in that entire fight I was never in any real danger other than the sheer amount of stamina it was going to take me to swing the bat to kill all that big number of zombies. So I knew ahead of time I needed to make sure I got a break in there somewhere to recover my stamina. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Just I have inherent knowledge or understanding of mechanics at this point that it's hard for me kind of to explain all the things that are in consideration. But for the bite wounds, directly to the question, no. I'm not worried for those reasons. All right. So, yeah, we might have left a corpse or two in a bush, but that's going to happen. We'll get them later. They'll come back up with almost no hit points and be easy to put down again. Yeah, I don't ever bother picking up the alcohol wipes. I don't bother with that. I don't bother with the old cutting down of antiseptic with cotton swabs, soaked cotton swabs and all that kind of stuff. But it's just a me thing because I know how all this stuff works and I never have to worry about it anyway, so it doesn't really benefit me. All right, so we've still probably got some zombies up in this area, maybe some down here. We just pulled quite a few from the lower area. I'm going to come down and investigate the NPC corpse and kind of peek around the corners here and see if we've got any other loose zombies I can kill. The goal was just to clear far enough forward that I can set kind of these 2 buildings on fire and then hide out back here. So the things I'm thinking about when I'm planning this stuff is when the fire starts, I have to stay within reality bubble range of the fire in order for it to actually process and compute. The game world is frozen essentially outside of what's called the reality bubble. And I think it's 2.5 spaces. I forget if it's 1.5 or 2.5. But from your position on this mini map, if you go out 2 spaces, we'll just use 2 as the safe point. So there's a square around the character like so. And that is the reality bubble. And it goes vertically all the way to the ceiling of the world and all the way to the bottom of the world. So -10 to +10 on the Z levels. So it's a huge cube. And that is the only place that is fully computed by the gameplay. Everything else in the world is essentially frozen. It records the status and it updates when your reality bubble moves to intersect with it. And then things start moving again when they're back in the reality bubble. But fire is weird. You can set a fire and it starts blazing away. And if you go more than 2 or 3 spaces on the map away, so the reality bubble's out, the fire gets frozen. It does not continue to process and it doesn't update when you get back. It just stops at the point where you left and resumes at the point where you come back. So if you want it to actually do anything, you got to stay close enough that it stays in the reality bubble. So what I'm planning, or what I'm trying to do, is I'm clearing the eastern side of where I'm going to set the fires, because I plan on hiding just to the east of where the fire's occurring, because the fire noise is going to draw zombies from everywhere in the reality bubble area to that location. And by hiding back on this side of it, if I've already cleared this area, I don't have to worry about zombies from over here coming this direction and encountering me in my hiding spot. Zombies over here will come to the fire and then stop and mill around and get burned up. They're not going to continue past it. So as long as I've got this area clear, I should be able to just sit here in one of these nearby buildings. And if I have to, I'll go up on the roof, but I'd rather be just on the ground floor. But I'll just hide in here out of line of sight, and then all the zombies ahead of me to the west should be jumping into the fire and dying. That's kind of the plan. All right, but I want to loot things before I set things on fire. So let's get moving again. Oops, I got busy reading chat while moving. Didn't notice I had a Rottweiler right here on my poor face. Pretty heavily damaged. We can burn some stamina to get ahead of it, and then this house sucks for this. I think I'll loop around back to the car. Oof, this is burning a lot of stamina. This is kind of dangerous. Dog is fast. You gotta be careful of these things. All right, I need to make sure I get in the car. Okay, I probably should have just swung at it out on the cement. And now it's Zombie Child. Why is so much stuff coming up from this southern area here? I don't know why, if they're seeing me or what's drawing them up here. All right, let's back off and we'll recover our stamina back here a bit. Out of sight, so I don't get the triggering, oops, of my safe mode. What do we got? Ooh, pristine gas mask. Yes, I will, thank you. PZ-75, 16 round mag, but not the weapon itself, huh? Looks like gas mask is the only thing I care about. Maybe the bike helmet? I'm stealing from the corpse. Who am I going to get in trouble with here? I don't remember. Is this going to be just this person and this person's immediate friends? Or is it like the faction? Or who am I annoying here? I don't really deal with NPCs much. And I wasn't planning to in this first run, but... when they come back as a zombie, they'll come back to get their stuff. Well, they're going to get their head pulped in here in a second, so I don't think that's going to happen. Screw it. Okay. 5 or so zombies in there, 2 of which are coming for me. I got no good fighting positions here. How much is the pool table? 200. Get a few whacks with that, but that tough zombie I don't want to really mess with. I want to get full... Ooh, first responder book. Let's lead him... screw it. We'll take a few shots here. And next, let's bring him up here. Dance around the couch. 150. Only 1 extra swing here. What's he at? 2 to go. These are both 400, so either one of those will be fine. See how he lost track of me already? Good old scent trail. Or lack of. Whoa! Damn it. That zombie. Whoa. Oh, man. Damaged my bat again. No! Boinky ouchie. I haven't found another bat yet. So here's the thing that I've mentioned a few times, but for newer players. You're trying to clear an area around your base. You've run around everywhere. You killed everything. You smushed all the corpses you can see. Great. Congrats. Then you go to bed and you wake up to zombies gnawing on your face, and you start yelling on Reddit about how zombies appeared out of nowhere and Wandering Hordes is broken and you're getting all bent out of shape. More likely what happened is you killed zombies or they died themselves by blood loss, and they died on top of a bush like this guy. Notice how I can see him currently because I'm right next to the space. Notice how I can't see him when I'm 2 spaces away? Most likely, what's happening is you've got dead zombies hiding in shrubbery, and you didn't notice. You didn't go next to all the shrubbery to verify that it didn't hold any surprise zombies. They then resurrected, reanimated after the 6 to 12 hour waiting period, and then they came to bite on you. That's probably what happened. It's not that Broken Hordes is totally broken and all that. I mean, it is, but not in this way. It's not to blame for usually these complaints that I had seen on Reddit constantly. And even when you don't kill the zombies, they can die from other causes. They can actually walk through these raspberry and rose bushes and get bleeding wounds, or they go through the broken glass in the windows and they get bleeding wounds, and then they die on their own. I've occasionally, I think one run we had, I came upon a rose bush sitting outside of a window that had like 17 corpses in it. There were 17 zombie bodies in this one bush somehow being obscured from sight. It was hilarious. So, you know, be aware that the shrubbery is not your friend. Let's see. How we doing? Speed's good. Focus is bad, but that's normal. Sad, a little bit of pain. Caffeine withdrawal. Let's have... I don't have any aspirin with me. I'm not even sure if aspirin really does much. Yeah, we don't need it. We're in good shape. So he's done. There were a couple others that were, yeah, coming this way. Up onto the table with you. Next table, please.